What should you do if you're only attracted to women significantly more attractive than you? You know, a pretty face might be nice to look at, but not necessarily fun to talk to. Until your brain learns this, it might be hard to overcome this habit. I had one of these. It gets old really quickly. Get rich, or die trying, or try dying, tie-dyeing. Be cool and interesting, have hobbies and be active, read books and dress well, but most of all, be funny. But if he's only attracted to women more attractive than him, becoming more attractive will only make his standards higher. The attractiveness paradox. Life is a bee, and then you die. Either prepare for a lonely life with occasional lucky streaks, or hit the lottery. So basically you're telling him there's no hope but to get a rope. Spend less time on the internet. It actually worsens expectations of what women should look like and makes it harder to be attracted to real women. Saw a study on it. It's why I don't spend time looking at Instagram thoughts anymore. In reality, unless you live in a big city, you will rarely see women like that in real life. I think most guys who have ops problem just never leave their house to see what the real world is like. Delete Instagram and get off porn. Sage advice. Fitting username. I think you have 3 options. Lift weights until you aren't in that situation. Find the unicorn. Die alone. Accurate. Stay single. Get off that Instagram and porn. It's pumping your standards. Stop watching porn and talk to a normal girl. Work on your career, work on a social circle that values you, work on being kind, funny, and giving, invest in your grooming and dress sense, have a cute well-trained dog that loves you, work on co-ed hobbies and interests. The rest of your advice is sound, but getting a dog for the purpose of attracting women is gross. Get a dog because you actually want and have capacity to care/look after a dog. Instead of thinking in leagues, you should be concerned with actions. If you don't want to shed the comparisons, then step your game up and work to be equally attractive. TBH, when I hear people care a lot about leagues like this, I just think they're shallow. There's so much more to a person than their physical appearance, and yet it seems to be the end all be all for so many people. Yeah, though someone league is not something restricted to appearance. He/she is too good for me/I'm not good enough of a person for him/her. But no matter what kinds of leagues someone makes up in their head, ultimately it always comes down to this: the person putting someone in a different league is eliminating room for the other person to make a judgment for themselves. Stop watching porn. Stop watching porn and come back to reality. Watch less porn. Judging my single guy friends, this was my first thought too. My homies are always complaining about feminism and how it teaches average women to think they deserve high value men. Yet they are average themselves, but have stated that they won't settle for an average woman. They're always talking about these super gorgeous women they've seen on Instagram and OnlyFans. So it's pretty obvious to me that porn and influencers have warped their standards. I'll admit that I watch too much porn, but I mostly just look at amateur stuff on Reddit rather than just seeking out the most beautiful women, so my standards are pretty reasonable. The funny thing is, one of their favorite influencers, who I can't deny is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, doesn't even post nudes on her OnlyFans, and many of the most popular influencers are the same way, because you don't even need to sell these kinds of guy sex. You just need to sell the idea that they can be with an unrealistically beautiful woman. Watch less porn. Seriously. I would say you need to broaden your horizons. I used to date blonde hair, blue-eyed girls. Just seemed my type. My green-eyed brunette wife who was a good 15 to 20 pounds more than I usually date. After talking with her for 20 minutes I was hooked. We are in our 50s. She has changed physically. I have changed, but she is my 10. If I would have held to my previous choices I would have missed my one. Jerk off to supermodels less. Attractive women are attracted to what they are attracted to. You are not the judge of that. They are. I don't think he said he gets to control their sexuality. There are 4 options I think. 1. Be extremely confident. 2. Be the funniest in the room. 3. Get rich. 4. Get fit until you're not in that situation. Despite what Reddit wants you to believe, personality outclasses appearance with most women. Unless you're very ugly, confidence and humor will overshadow looks. So if you're an average looking guy, you can easily get by with the first two. Women like us for things other than appearance. You have to maximum out some of those stats. This is gonna sound crazy, but men also like women for more than appearance. At least in terms of relationships. Op has a lot of self-reflection to do. Stop watching porn and hentai. Lol, porn addiction. Grow up and get older. Or quit following and looking at those attractive women and start living real life. Save up for therapy. Accept that looks aren't everything but a bonus. Learn to value and appreciate what a person offers in their personality. If you are going for a long-term relationship, please trust me. Looks are not the priority. Looks are the priority if it's a one-night stand. When my ex and I broke up, I had a ton of people tell me that I was much better looking than him and I could do a lot better anyway. They were idiots and shallow. Because he was funny, kind, smart, sharp as hell and genuinely interesting as a person. I knew he wasn't what most people would call conventionally good looking. But while we were together, he was the most attractive man on earth as far as I was concerned. It's not all about looks. And if Op thinks that's all a person has to offer in a relationship, working on that mindset is where I'd start. So annoying. People used to say the same about my hubby. Yet my hubby is a better man and partner than any of them could ever be. Lol. Smart. Fun. Charismatic. Passionate. Has leadership qualities. Is a good as hell dad to our children and loves spoiling me as much as I love spoiling him. I'm one lucky girl for real. We both think we are the lucky one to have each other and treat each other accordingly. The way it should be. You better bring something more to the table than looks. Lol. Fail at life a lot. TBH. Failing can teach you valuable life lessons if you are willing to reflect on them and put plans into action. If you failed because you're fat, bland, don't dress well, etc., then find ways to fix that. Lift weights, go jogging, eat healthier, drink less, hang out with funny and friendly people, clean up your clothing, read some history, political theory, and literature, etc., etc., or accept you are a failure and move on. The most underrated comment I've seen in a while, haha. Just keep talking with women regardless of their physical appearance. You'll find somebody that you are genuinely attracted to regardless of how they look. Become a millionaire. Stop watching porn. Can you explain why? I see a lot of comments like this, but not getting it. You endlessly watch porn with the top 10% or attractive women. That's what you slowly become into. If you surround yourself with super hot people, eventually normal people look ugly. It's possible this guy isn't watching porn and just genuinely finds himself into 6s, 7s and 8s who won't talk to him. But if you are watching porn, it's likely rewiring your brain to be into the kind of women who are in porn. They are fit, perfect skin, perfect butt and fake bubbly personality. Those women exist, but are the top, whereas women without perfect skin or bit of a belly exist. You are no longer attracted to them. If you stop watching porn and start having women around you who look normal, eventually your expectations can even out.